Greetings, the L-iteral one this is, and 2016. Almost everyone has this opinion and all, but this entire year was a train wreck. It seemed to start off just fine, but then after the first quarter, it just spiraled out of control into a world of utter mediocrity and atrocity. 2016, all is forgiven. You may have been a terrible year, but 2018 completely fucking sucked! I loathed 2018 from the word go to the word finish. I didn't think the church could out-stagnate themselves, but the Drakepocalypse hit at its absolute hardest this year. Even worse, a lot of rap this year just went completely to the garbage side. Most of the popular songs have overdosed on deja vu, making it extremely difficult to find something fresh out of this expired recycling bin of a year. Normally all the songs on this list have charted on the year-end Hot 100 of 2018, but I made an exception for two songs, so look out for those two. No mercy will be held on this list, so let us commence with the top 10 worst hit songs of 2018.
Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
Fuck the song, 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 fuck the song. That much is not enough? Well, it is the worst year ever for mainstream music, so let's humor this S-hit of a song, shall we? Since the composition is not worth paying attention to, let's divert our eardrums to the lyrics. The elephant in the room here is actually not the worst part of the song. Because yes, this son of a dingus decided, in addition to a ceaseless stream of Gucci gains to make up the chorus, he mentions doing drugs with his grandmother and screwing his teacher. Those are not things to be proud of. And Lil Pump will strike again further down this list, so let's just get out of here for now. XXXTentacion did not deserve to die. Don't celebrate his death just because you hate his music or what he did, because you certainly wouldn't want others celebrating your death now, would you? With that disclaimer out of the way, he'll be visiting this list from his grave right about...
Someone that's afraid to let go. You decide if you're ever gonna let me know. Yeah, suicide if you ever try to let go.
Sad exclamation point is nothing but a sad hollow shell of a song. Not only is this song under 3 minutes, the chorus makes up over half of the song. This is further emphasized by the synth just being the same 6 notes over and over. Seriously, the song only hit number 1 since he died, causing people to get hyper nostalgic for his music. But how about them lyrics? There's this totally not disturbing line here.
Suicide if you ever try to let go.
Yeah, it's not like he's threatening to kill himself should his girlfriend leave him. Totally no blackmail here, folks. And I'm out of things to say already? That's bad. Oh, wait. Never mind. One of the biggest reasons why 2018 is the worst year for mainstream music can be attributed to the Drakepocalypse hitting at its absolute hardest this year. If you thought One Dance ruling the summer of 2016 was bad, this year he had not 1, not 2, but 3 near consecutive number 1s. God's Plan is utterly forgettable, so I can't be bothered to review it. Nice Reward is actually somewhat decent, so that just leaves you and your lethal memes in my feelings.
Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me, 'cause I want you.
People jumping out of cars or people eating Tide Pods. I can't decide which challenge is less dangerous and overall less stupid. Beg your pardon? That's not on topic? My sincerest apologies for going on that tangent. Man, Drake, you are such a nice guy. Asking multiple women if they love you to appeal to your female audience, but first off, what about the other women who aren't mentioned in the song? Second, I don't believe the women you desire would appreciate you asking if other women love you. Third, Good Living Grief Alive, this gets so repetitive you'd think the stream was broken. You know, every time we tell Drake to go away, it just makes him even more popular, it seems. What can we even do at this point? I suppose objectively this song is more boring than bad, but I still resent this song for getting to the top due to memes, as well as being the absolute worst part of the Drakepocalypse. When no one else can give competition on the Hot 100, Maroon 5 will be the aluminum in your iron. Whether it's aluminum towers collapsing, blood cells dying due to lack of iron, or the radio becoming all the more played out, never ever substitute aluminum for other important metals or minerals. Am I seriously re-reviewing In My Feelings here? Let's see here. Catering to women? Yes. Incredibly generic and dime a dozen lyrics? Yup. A video that tries to make the song more interesting than it has any right to be? Indeed. So what makes Girls Like You worse than In My Feelings? Well, I find Adam Levine's persona harder to bear with than Drake, even if I do hate Drake more due to him being the poster child for overexposure. More than that, though, Maroon 5 has long waved its band name ever since they sold out and it became just Adam Levine as the main dude. Nothing more, nothing less. He keeps notching big hits left and right though, so the aluminum will continue to substitute for our music so long as we don't give other more talented artists a chance. And so long as the radio keeps playing watered down music, I will always dislike the radio whenever I'm forced to listen to it. Every year needs newcomer rappers who only stick around for said year. 2015 had Fetty Wap, 2016 had Designer, 2017 had Kodak Black, and now for 2018.
I still see your shadows in my room. Can't take back the love that I gave you. It's to the point where I love and I hate you, and I cannot change you, so I must replace you.
When I first heard about lucid dreams, I thought they were the coolest concept ever. Becoming aware that you're dreaming while you're dreaming and being able to control what you dream? Sign me up, please! So I tried it out for myself, and I wound up dreaming about how crappy the Hot 100 has become and that I needed to do something about it. I set my sights on Juice WRLD, one of the one-hit wonder rappers of the year, and proceeded to berate him for his email rapping being naught but annoying relationship whining. I asked him, who would want to actively listen to this? There's no joy to be found within the beat or the lyrics, it's just a painful listen all around. And wow, could I not ask for a more whiny frontman? I followed that insult up with a mockery of his rapping. Easier said than done, I thought you were the one listening to my heart instead of my head. You found another one, but I am the better one, I won't let you forget me. After that, I punched his teeth out and kicked him in the testicles, removing his song from the top 100 in the process. I brought forth Ariana Grande's No Tears Left to Cry from number 8 to number 1 since she's been the best artist of 2018 and it's what she deserves. And then I woke up. Fuck you, Juice WRLD, you lied to me! Now to kick it to them with the halftime dishonorable mentions.
Go hard and watch the sunrise. One night it changed your whole life. Up top, drop top, baby, it's a no-brainer. Put 'em up if you with me, yeah.
It's a no-brainer that this is DJ Khaled trying to recreate the success of I'm the One and failing miserably at it. Even if the worst guest on I'm the One is gone, No-Brainer feels even worse than the original. Justin Bieber is taking himself even less seriously, Quavo doesn't have any clever lines to match the comparison of Bonnie and Clyde, and Chance the Rapper censors the word booty since he didn't do it last time, so what the heck. Oh, and DJ Khaled is DJ Khaled and nothing else.
But you can't blame me for trying. You know I'd be lying saying
My, Halsey, what an obnoxious attitude you have here. The better to criticize you with, my dear. For that Halsey's getting into relationships thinking that her partners can fix her, said relationships fall apart, and she writes his failures off as her being bad at love. Hey, maybe if you turn your thinking about, you wouldn't come off as such an entitled bitch. But really, I can't blame her for trying though, since she is nothing but a permanent failure of an artist.
So pull me closer, why don't you pull me close? Why don't you come on over? I can't just let you go.
Maren Morris, why? How could you let Zed turn you into lead? You had a promising upstart as a female country singer, but you had to sell up by doing what Selena Gomez, Hayley Williams, Haley Steinfeld, Alessia Cara, and even Ariana Grande all did. Disappointment sure is an effective way of landing on my dishonorable mentions, if not the actual top 10. Oh, and Zed? Great job ripping off the lyrics of Middle by DJ Snake and Bipolar Sunshine in conjunction with your own hit Stay with Alessia Cara, by the way, as if you weren't composing the same songs over and over already.
I'm on some robbing nigga shit. Take a nigga bitch, do the dash in the whip, cut the cash in the whip.
So America gave an accused child molester who pled guilty a pass on the charts. Look, it's not just that he's an irredeemable human being, it's that his music is equally irredeemable as well, so the separating the artist from the art argument perishes here. I'll be ripping this son of a dingus a new one further down this list since I have nothing else new to add about Gumo, but right now, I'll leave with this. See why 2018 was doomed from the start?
I've been fucking hoes and popping pillies, man, I feel just like a rock star. All my brothers got that gas and they always be smoking.
This is a song which I really should have included on last year's list. Better late than never, I suppose. Post Malone takes a colossal dump all over the reputation of an actual rock star, and 21 Savage gets all physically abusive. That's all that ought to be said about this #1 hit. Tunnel Vision is a song which I so heavily overlooked. Beyond the shit metaphor lies a festering pile of far more gross lyrics and one of the worst voices to ever exist in mainstream rap, both literally and figuratively. It deserved far more than a dishonorable mention, and maybe in a few years or so I'll remake my worst of 2017 list, but for now, I'm glad that Kodak Black has disappeared from the charts for good and all.
Pull up in a demon on guard, looking like I still do fraud, flying private jet with the rod. It's that Z shit, it's that Z shit.
Nope, I am not reviewing this quote-unquote song. It does not exist, and I reserve the right to remain silent here. Can we not be done with the dishonorable mentions? No? Ugh, I suppose I cannot put off the final 5 songs for much longer, so let's get this over with. The top hits of country have been garbage in recent years. While this entry does not top Body Like a Back Road by Sam Hunt, it comes close by going in the opposite direction of being graphically offensive and instead being so damn boring.
If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, just let it be. If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be.
Once upon a time, I used to enjoy Me, Myself, and I back in 2016. Those days are long gone now, so please disregard all the praise I gave it back then. Now we return to a song so dull the rust itself has rusted away. Florida Georgia Line starts off by immediately devolving into the guest meathead. Sorry, I meant the alpha meathead. Florida Georgia Line dominates the whole song, despite the credits speaking otherwise. BB Rexa is left to do 3 themes on this track. 1. Not give a darn. 2. Not give a damn. And 3. Not give a shit. Who wants to listen to Florida Georgia Line and BB Rexa drone on and on about how it's meant to be anyway? Now that I think about it, this all sounds very familiar. Too familiar. Oh no, not the Black Eyed Peas, not that stupid ass song, no! Ah! apologize for that breakdown. It was highly immature of me. Now where was I? Oh yeah, fuck you humanity for making Meant to Be the biggest country hit of 2018. Icona Pop's I Love It is a 2013 EDM song which I initially was not fond of, but over time, Charlie XCX's vocals and the EDM aspect of I Love It grew on me. It would make my honorable mentions of my best of 2013 list for sure. So why the hell did Lil Pump and Kanye West have to do their own take on the phrase I love it?
You're such a fucking hoe, I love it. Your boyfriend is a dork, make love it.
I'm breaking my rule that only songs which have charted on the year-end Hot 100 will be on this list for this one, just as I did with ZZ. Why? Because it has garnered so much attention this year that it is worthy of being relevant to 2018. But when your song premieres on Pornhub, it's not likely going to be a good song whatsoever. And it shows, with Lil Pump talking about the old incest and not caring who's who he's having sex with. Guess the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, huh? But uh-oh, Kanye's gone insane again! Ranting about sparkling water because talking now to lower class women is so romantic. Repeating this genius phrase 5 times.
I'm a sick fuck, I like a quick fuck. I'm a sick fuck, I like a quick fuck. I'm a sick fuck, I like a quick fuck. I'm a sick fuck, I like a quick fuck. I'm a sick fuck, I like a quick fuck.
And, well...
How you start a family, the condom slipped up.
Hold on, I need a trash can. Just give me a few seconds. Okay, I'm back. Anyways, there is a sample by Adele Gibbons which is so incredibly tone-deaf to this song. Always gotta love how the song tricks you into thinking it has more to offer than what it actually has, am I right? Extra points for the lyrics completely contradicting the Adele Gibbons sample here. Adele, I'm sorry these two dipshits desecrated your legacy. Kanye, go home. You're high in Disturbia. And as for you, Lil Pump, I hope you get flushed out of the sewer of rappers who use the term little because it sounds cool. Except when it doesn't, of course. So we had one reprehensible criminal getting a huge hit last year. Why not let history repeat itself again this year? Yes, the deja vu is so real here.
I don't really want no friends. I don't really want no friends, no.
Just so you all know, a Fefe is an artificial sex toy made by prisoners. If that isn't disgusting when it comes to this child molester naming the girl after such an object, then prepare yourself for more despicable lyrics along the way. The first verse. You know what? If the songwriters give up trying to do something besides yucky descriptions, then I give up analyzing this verse. It's not just that the lyrics are gross, mind you, it's the fact that they are delivered so crudely with no rhyme or reason. Speaking of rhymes, this child predator does not even bother trying. Nicki Minaj isn't much better since she spends way too much time giving meaningless shoutouts and the usual uninteresting sex rap. Not like she could have salvaged this song due to the fact that we already have a pedophile who has no filter on this song already. It's not like this song can get any more vomit-inducing at this point, am I right?
Money, mo. I catch a hoe right by her toe. If she ain't fucking me and Nicki, kick that hoe right through the door. Meeny, money, mo. Catch a bad chick by her toe. If she holler, if
It's the flashbacks to 2010 again! Ah! Why does this always happen? These flashbacks keep haunting my brain and won't ever stop! Once again, fuck you, humanity, for making Fefe one of the biggest hits of 2018! Meghan Trainor is my personal most hated artist of all time due to her toxic attitudes being presented as cute, innocent, and something to look up to. She terrorized the years of 2014, 2015, and 2016, but after that, her success plundered. While I am entirely grateful that the original Heather Chandler is pretty much kaput, remember in Heathers that there will always be replacements who are just as bad, if not worse. Want proof? Then I welcome Marshmello and Anne-Marie to take the stand, or as I like to call them, Marshmello and Anne Trainor.
Don't go look at me with that look in your eye. You really ain't going nowhere without a fight.
Now, I tolerated Rockabye enough, even if Anne Trainor's voice soured on me a bit. Friends, on the other hand, is a song which I knew was atrocious the first time I heard it, and while saying that repeated listens have worsened my thoughts about the song is an understatement, calling that an understatement is an even greater understatement to how truly abysmal Friends is. Literally everything in this song is tailor-made to piss me off with each atom and each component of the song. You've got synths which start off seemingly decent enough, but then in the final chorus turn to a screaming behemoth of noise, lyrics which make me wonder if Anita Sarkeesian ghost wrote this song, and Anne Trainor's abhorrent screeching throughout every little second of this track. Whether she's auto-tuned or not, it doesn't make any difference to me because there is no escaping her reckless attempts at singing here. She somehow makes her presence even more punchable by treating the lyrics as if they were cute, innocent, and heroic, fitting the absolute worst characteristics of the toxic Meghan Trainor archetype. If your male friend is showing up unannounced at 2 in the morning, just end your friendship with him. If you keep him around, that's just leading him on, and someone is going to get hurt here. Seriously, try listening to parts of the song and coming out without profuse bleeding from your ears. I dare you. Here, I'll let you try out this challenge right now.
Don't mess it up, talking that shit. Only gonna push me away, that's it. Want me to spell it out for you? F-R-I-N-D-S. F-R-I-E-N-D-S. That's how you spell friends. No, yeah, So don't go look at me with that look in your eye.
I'm surprised I didn't go into shock from all the blood which gushed out of my ears from having to listen to this song over and over for this review. But of course, there is indeed a song worse than Friends. If you watched my individual review of the worst hit song of 2018, you already know what it is. But if not, here we go. It's Freaky Friday.
I woke up in Chris Brown's body. So how this shit turned into Freaky Friday.
Only fitting for yet another little rapper and the original criminal artist himself to land on the coveted #1 spot, am I right? No T-Swizzle shenanigans this time. Freaky Friday was absolutely destined to be the worst hit song of 2018. Lil Dicky and Chris Brown switch bodies, because that's innovating, and the song commences from there. Lil Dicky and Chris Brown spews a whole bunch of brag about his new big penis, and then follows that up with the N-word no less than 11 times. There's the chorus, which now is a good time to mention that the producer is DJ Mustard, who I thought vanished back in 2014, but nostalgia for minimalist tropical beats must have hit hard, it seems. Chris Brown in Lil Dicky complains about his now small penis, but this time he has the utter audacity to not only play the stereotyped race card, but also play off his physical assault as a controversial past. What is it with proven criminals who brag about committing crimes or directly bring up their criminal history getting free passes when it comes to mainstream hits? The chorus follows once again, so I'll now discuss the whole body swapping gimmick. The song has Chris Brown singing over Lil Dicky as Chris Brown and vice versa. Well, congrats! You just killed any amount of impact the body swapping would have had, since Lil Dicky as Chris Brown still feels like Chris Brown in his normal self, and Chris Brown as Lil Dicky still feels like Lil Dicky in his normal self. So even the main gimmick of the song falls apart here, along with the lyrics and composition. Before the two switch back, Chris Brown says that he loves himself, which only makes him all the more punchable, and Lil Dicky leaps into the bodies of other artists because, what the hell, make this song even more unsalvageable, why not? Let me make it clear that being Ed Sheeran is way more cool than being Chris Brown. Since it's Ed Sheeran, I'd have way more fangirls, way more money, way more influence on the charts, and, not be a motherfucking criminal! The DJ Khaled reference was funny, but it had nothing to do with Lil Dicky or Chris Brown, so no dice. At this point, all we need now is for Lil Dicky to hop into the body of an auto-tuned female.
It's Friday, Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend.
Actually, the female in question is different. And so much worse!
I'm Kendall Jenner. I got a vagina. I'm gonna explore that right now. Holy shit, I got a vagina.
Yes, as a final set of middle fingers to you, the listener, Lil Dicky jumps into Kendall Jenner and delivers horrible autotune alongside some more disturbing lyrics since we just cannot get enough of those. Not enough for Lil Dicky to reduce Kendall to a vagina for him. No, he has to drive the disturbing lyrics home by exploring her vagina, without a consent no less. Nothing unique she had to offer to the table. She's there because she's part of the Kardashian clan, so she can do whatever she wants. Easily one of the absolute worst songs ever made of all time. It's up there with Dear Future Husband by Meghan Trainor, Birthday Cake by Rihanna, and the original criminal himself, Treat You Better by Shawn Mendes, and Bitches Love Me by Lil Wayne featuring Drake and Future. Ed Sheeran did not need to let himself be dragged into this completely irredeemable radioactive waste. The L-iteral one this is, and I've got one last phrase for you all. Wanna know what it is? Fuck 2018! Well, now you know.